98.1, the voice of the people. Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy, for news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none, second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Good morning, Salon. Good morning, Freetong, and good morning to we listeners them from different parts of the country and outside Salon. Live from the New Englandville studio. This now the second edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, now Tuesday, May 26, 2026, and we're glad for bringing this edition of the program come to you. And we will bring the program come to you this Tuesday morning. My name Adeyemi Jackson.
Musa Kamarana Minim, good morning. We thought for today say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. We mean say when you eat healthy, you no go sick. This are the main points them inside the program today. One 30-year-old woman na Moiba community at the eastern part na Freetown don't call on government for give am justice. For sake away allege say some so we mami them na Moiba community put am bondo by force.
The so there, the other if say bomb, they don't only they don't hold me, they don't pull now the thing for puts me society by force.
The National Coordinator for Civil Rights Coalition, Alfonso Mali, don't call on President Bio for put aside the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Dr. Aja Ramatulauri, because the minister is say they interfere with the course blabber at the university. Today, inside the program, we go talk to the Director of Communication and International Relations, University of Salon, Dr. Tonya Musa. We go talk about USL position on ACC report we then do about the university. And we also go talk to the Senior Manager, Corporate and Industrial Affairs, National Communication Authority, NATCA, Alicious Bokari and Sumana. We go talk about the Consumer Parliament.
Members say they listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and you they listen to we from we partner radio stations them.
You dey listen me live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM.
The program now Good Morning Salon, and it come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can ask question or make comment by text or WhatsApp on the number 077981981, or you send message on the Democracy Facebook page and also YouTube page. Also, you go comment on the issues them where we discuss today inside the program. The program now Good Morning Salon.
We look at the first issues to go say the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abbasi, for improved communication at the country, make government don't spend over $400 million na this sector. He talked this inside one meeting with stakeholder them na Kenema District on the 7th Consumer Parliament with the theme Connectivity for Accelerated Growth. For more on this, we join Al-Aji Jallo.
Connectivity for accelerated growth will be the theme inside the 7th Consumer Parliament 2026, where the National Communication Authority, NATCA, and the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation with development partner them, all na Kenema District, for say Salon people we don't use telecommunication for add them voice by decision making. We say they talk about the challenge them what they don't they face through the mobile network communication and self give recommendation so authority them we concern about communication na Salon. Inside the 7th Consumer Parliament, plenty stakeholders them be they part of this engagement. Usai the leader for government business na Parliament, Honorable Sir Martin Newman, and the minority leader for the All People's Congress Party na Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kadbo, and other stakeholders them be they put pen na paper for get waiting. Salon people don't they face for get better quality telecommunication. For plenty time, Salon people don't they cry to the National Communication Authority where mobile network they increase their service, who say consumer them can demand for make NATCA punish the mobile network them. But this make the Director General at the National Communication Authority, Amara Briwa, talk about the mandate where they get.
NATCA, they for the people of this country. So the mistake we most people make is that we say NATCA, everything will happen when about it, we for them on the side of consumers. That is not my mandate. I can't people and call the act. And the Lord and the women are made to go by. Anytime we come up with an act, we sit down with the operator them, we sit down with consumer advocates them, they will go to Parliament. Parliament, now they go through and now it's okay, this fine, this not fine, this fine, this not fine. So anytime we go to this country, if somebody doesn't help because they can't be DG, now literally the network is bad and I will find them. I cannot find people if you're not inside the book.
Way in the talk, the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abba, talk about the improvement we don't they happen at the telecommunication sector.
Over these 5 years, over $400 million has been invested in the sector. That are from government, from development partners, and for the private sector. And that's important because that's the show now say we can't just talk so we prioritize telecom if the investments not go into the sector. To that investment, the huge investments ongoing in the infrastructure, and then we could see the improvements in the infrastructure now. If we able to talk say the fiber backbone will come. Now 8 districts no more fiber backbone in day, but now fiber backbone in 14 out of the 16 districts in a Salon. They will make plan for close the other 2 districts, they will not carry in Falaba for make sure say the fiber backbone they all over the country.
Salim Abba continue for talk about the achievement where in ministry and development partner them and the private sector don't they improve the network system na Salon.
Talk about network coverage. Yes, we know say some side and not all side gets. But look at the increase in network coverage. When we can say we're network coverage, we're around 60%. Today, network coverage, we're around 90% network coverage. Over these 5 years, we don't see expansion of 4G coverage to over 88%. We don't see introduction of 5G in Salon.
Salim Abba end up for call on Salon people for support the ministry and the National Communication Authority with the recommendation them we go help boost the country in telecommunication for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me, na Al-Aji Jallo, they report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside, we headline stories today. The program Good Morning Salon, we talk to the Director of Communication and International Relations, University of Salon, Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa. We go talk about USL position on ACC report. We then pull about the university. And same way, so we go talk to the Senior Manager, Corporate and Industrial Affairs, National Communication Authority, NATCA, Alicious Bokari and Sumana. We go talk about the Consumer Parliament. For Sekadata, I want to welcome Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa at the program and also Alicious Bokari. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, Musa, and thanks for having me. On behalf of the Director General of NATCA, I want to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to we consumers them for the massive turnout, and we just concluded Consumer Parliament on the 22nd of May on Friday at Kenema at the Kenema City Council Hall.
More on that inside the program Good Morning Salon. We Doc, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Musa. I bring with listeners and greetings from the management and the family of the University of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Thank you for getting me here.
Plenty thank you for joining me in the edition of the program. People in the follow national issues go know that some time back the Minister of Technical and Education, Dr. Ramatoulaye Wuri, been scattered the university courts now Salon. And after that an investigation be done, we say they been put out a report, but the one that we've been they run the affairs of the university then and well 1 year after that the Anti-Corruption Commission been take the same reports and redo them again. We say then say most of the things them way university or Ministry of Education puts together for sake of the last administration will be the run before they scatter the university courts not so true. But the University of Salon reacts to this. We say them been call a press conference and make them position clear. Waiting at this position and waiting the University of Salon wants now from the Anti-Corruption Commission. We get Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa. Once again, Doc, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Musa. Make a start first for tell everybody say the management of the University of Sierra Leone not get any bad blood with the Anti-Corruption Commission. Simply, like who can talk in English, say they not get adversarial relationship. And waiting the university management they do not to any confrontation to the Anti-Corruption Commission. Instead, the university management they try for put the record straight regarding the investigation way we been do, and also the report we come on our Anti-Corruption Commission. Fambu go left for no say we investigation title na the irregularities for administrative, procurement, finance and management na the University of Sierra Leone from 2021 to 2023. That are the period. It's very important for us to also capture that. Moving forward, the investigation not being looked at people specific, it being looked at the general system so that we go able for identify or even diagnose what side gaps the problems there, and then we able for address them best way possible. Now, we agree with the mandate of the ACC, where also, apart from where then they investigate corruption, as well as fraud, they can also look at systems and processes and review the system so that when the system they work you get chances also for prevent corruption. We are one of the ways then that for fight corruption. So based on that, ACC be actually coming after broadcast program na this very 98.1 regarding the reports. It highlights who will be there for discuss now. They express interest, say they want to see that report there, so that themselves will look at them. So the vice chancellor and principal been take the report to them. They been engaged around them. After a year, they don't come out. After a year and some months, they write a letter, an administrative letter, to the vice chancellor, explain or point out things then we then put together as their findings and make recommendation in respect of their own investigation. That administrative letter, the way they write, the university management be need for reply. But people then take them, then jump Twitter and social media, mainstream media, say ACC don't exonerate we. Which simply in Creole, somebody go say ACC don't free we. You know, for all waiting be there inside that report day or the investigation. So that side they come to we are shocked. Because we agree say ACC they look for fraud, ACC they look for corruption. That we investigation, it go beyond fraud and corruption. So the things then they where ACC self not go able for determine or decide waiting for do because it not they under their own area. So now then thing then I want highlight quick. Usai and Usai will disagree with the ACC.
Before we come to Usai and Usai una disagree, you earlier mentioned that una reports what una do into systems and management at the University of Salone 2021-2023 not been target people or not been specifically target any individual. But in any investigation, there must be subject of interest. In this investigation, would that have been the subject or would that then not be the subject of interest?
Well, it be open to people generally where hold offices as of that time. You understand?
So that means they were part of the investigation.
Now that's how they talk. When they say it targets you, it means the name you say we can investigate Musa. When they say it open to the system, it open to even if you take the deputy vice chancellors then, we been get 3 at that time where it open to them all. You can't tell the finance director, you can't tell the registrar, you can't tell the subordinates there. It be open to all as of that time, covering that period. So now that make I tell you say it be open. So it not been target specifically say they can't investigate Musa. As you now get names of people then we been there inside these other reports. It be very open. You go agree with me say Frobe College get DVC, IPAM get DVC, Commerce get DVC as of that time. Registrar day, finance director day, other subordinates then day, internal auditor day, and the like. So all them people here we are called procurement officer day, all them people they were called once then they within that realm of administrative, financial management, procurement, you know, it be open to everybody. So now that make I tell you say it be open.
So again, for clarity, this investigation not be centered on one college.
At all not. Now the whole University of Sierra Leone as an entity.
Okay. Before you start to set the record straight, you say there'll be set up committee for investigates from 2021 to 2023. Certain things and we things say be happen will not be correct. Yes. Which are some of them things that will not be considered and which are the things that will not be investigated for?
Okay. Well, we come to the tail end before they go behind. In December, when Musa been the open, he talk about leadership crisis. Self we been there, December 2023. December 2023, on the 11th December, Ministry of Technical and Higher Education been write an appointment letter to late Professor Lawrence Kamara, appointing him as acting Vice Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. The letter come, it been require transition. Transition simply means they make the hand over, he come to office. But after that appointment, the Dame administration been put resistance. We been there for cause governance crisis. In the process, the first thing we been there for surface was that they get a pro vice chancellor, so they no need for get acting vice chancellor. When that argument come up, 2 weeks later, the registrar then been get for write an appointment letter of the pro vice chancellor. Waiting not be available before the appointment of Professor Lawrence Kamara as acting. No letter not been there we appoint anybody as a pro vice chancellor. No minutes not been there, no record not the way document say pro vice chancellor they be don't get them. So to anybody we get common sense, you go realize say you not go forget the truth if you not do investigation even pandats. Secondly, at that stage again transition, you need forget what we call handing over. You know, So handing over will become challenge, including change of signatory for accounts. Then that argument they been there for continue till January, where that standoff been there to the point that the ministry, get for come inside again. Then the courts where you just use the word scatter, the courts been scatter, and then
would that scatter the courts?
The word where you say the court be scatter. Now the word I don't reply, you say the court be scatter.
It's scatter for himself, or person scatter them.
In short, the ministry being there for scatter the court. Because the ministry, they provide oversight in the running of the university administration. Now that one day the act provide. You understand? They get that oversight responsibility. So after that, we now come like where you are, just say let's start from the end and go backwards. The investigation now being there for look at record system. Given that no document not be even there, for let we get information about the appointment of Pro Vice Chancellor and also the letter itself of the Pro Vice Chancellor, several other administrative documents then, be not been there for actually work with. Now moving forward, when the Vice Chancellor, that are the one now with the in self-kind office, most of the records then where is supposed for meet, for work with, none not been there at the offices then. For the registrar, for in your office, for the finance director, including, for example, overhead of grants, research grants management. When you don't get all the money, then you don't use them, you for document them. Court decisions then, Senate decisions then, the documents that will be for then at the Vice Chancellor office, but documents not been there. So that warrants again for look at documents. We can't do procurements. They be also look at procurement because we get concerned about one motor car where they buy at the cost of $126,000 US dollars, a Jeep, for the office of the Vice Chancellor. Then outstanding reports been there, where they be for submit, whereby we own law, and then the acts, the Universities 2021 Act, provides say therefore periodically provide audit reports. And then audit office been there behind the university for non-reports or within the period where they're supposed to give. In fact, at some point, they even write letter to the accountant general for withhold the salary of the Vice Chancellor will not be there in our office then, but now himself at that moment because they failed for submit audit report. Moving forward, other concerns them be there even about fairness. Now, Musa una be here about dominion. Dominion na been the issue we come to we. They ask everybody for come with the academic documents there. So man even get for spend money for pull and oversee. So that they put all together, they let them check who that and who that then actually qualify by standard. At the end of the day, where all that analysis, the administration do them, certain people then they will suffer. Then pull them from doctor, then a PhD rank, they come back to masters. Some people then be even get for lost job. At the end, some man decide for go courts, for go seek redress. What did be missing yonder? Such a sensitive and very important information, everybody be the expect and say, first, if for then a university domain, either through the offices of the deputy registrars or deputy vice chancellors, or if for even then our websites, or if for be published, so that anybody will able for access them. That one they self not be happening.
So, okay, you don't explain some of the things that we investigate. But again, would that not be the people that we do this investigation and would that set up this committee for investigate, then set up people here?
Now the court sets the committee.
The court or the minister be don't scatter?
No.
The new courts.
The new courts, after we then reconstitute them, they been forget this committee for investigate. You understand? And the people that we then been there, then look out for people who are credible in the sense that they get knowledge about university operation. One person will be part of that particular committee. Now Professor Malam Usman Sanko, where normally people can call him Malam O. Malam O, not to the court maker even chairman, they make her as committee member. Now the committee then go sit down. They end up for elect Malam O as their chair. Malam O na somebody where we don't get track record. When you go statistics, me and you then a media, we know. You go Jala, he acts there as vice chancellor and principal. Malam O don't handle research grants. Malam O don't handle public activities. Okay. So when Malam O then make a chairman of that committee, he will do justice to his work by virtue of a presentation of his findings to courts. When they don't, then present to courts, and courts being therefore accept the results.
Okay. You mentioned about Professor Malam O. Professor Malam O be the part of the new university court where the ministry be done pick, and then it be the chairman for this special committee where for investigating set of people there. So you think that'll be the right step that the way when the university be take at that time?
Yes. Malam O, where he be part of that committee, like how you explain, this committee, even the subcommittee later will come. People then at the courts, when are members of courts, where they be still there for investigate. In fact, if they want inside that committee, they not being there for bring any question of integrity. This na academic community. Whatever you they put in a paper, na the university setting. Even when you do your own personal research, people then they look for peer review. So when Malam O then come with their reports, they not just come there and then go. Then call and say, una present this report to we. Then open themselves for let people ask questions. Before ever, then they lay that report for acceptance.
The allegation are that the minister, Dr. Ramatullah Wuri, then scattered the university courts. And also, after that, when they scattered the university courts, he set up this one where they so now, this university court where they. But before that, Malam O been coming as somebody we for do investigation on the happenings of the last administration. We've been get an activist, a journalist, we've been the part of the last administration when James Tambalebi sit here the last time say Malam O been compromised because he alleged say the minister we don't give Malam O personal job where he be do for them with a private consultancy, and he take the same Malam O for go put him back as committee chair. So then we don't even predict the outcome. So
not to minister make Malam O committee chair.
No. The university courts will make Malam O a chair. The minister gets a lot of influence over that university courts.
How you go define that?
That's the allegation.
So the allegation is baseless. Not to minister, they can't sit down a court for point Musa, say Musa do this.
The minister not get influence over this committee, the university courts where they now?
At all not. He's very independent. So that
how you arrive at that conclusion that independent? Because the minister, the minister of higher and technical education, we scattered the last university court and been play a key role for set up the current at the university courts.
They not play other key role where unique. You understand? Court membership is already there by the acts. Huda and Huda for come up from the different entities and for court court. In addition, even when you can at the university within the colleges there, the membership framework they way for day. Then also you can down now to even junior staff. So now that framework they bring people there na courts. The one that way ministry inking appoints, again the way he appoint for Kana courts. So for say minister. Now, inform the court means it don't influence the setup of the court is baseless.
Perhaps go serve as PRO for the minister or idea for the University of Salone, but in as much as he care for do with the University of Salone, would they ask you some of these things that the minister, according to allegation, and then we make the allegation wide and open at this radio by James Tambalebi that this minister been the lecturer at the University of Salone, he began issue with some people, and that even lead for make it dissolve the first court day and set up this and make mention of name of people we be at that last administration. This now one way then described as personal vendetta of the minister will affect the university today.
I guess say you read with position paper. Who say we talk about anything relating to external who reach there, I go tell you. Any brief like how you don't talk about the minister, where he dey around, he dey alive, he dey in office, he go find you engage the ministry, the minister, for let them reply or respond. The one where they deal with the management, internal as per we position paper, I think that I can respond to.
Okay. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa will come back to you, Doc. They look at the reports where the ACC pull, and Musa will not disagree with this report and look at other issues them we get for do with this one. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Are they hear me?
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. They come over to the other studio guest. The Senior Manager, Corporate and Industrial Affairs and National Communication Authority, Alicius Bokari and Sumana, as we can talk about the Consumer Parliament and other things that way don't they happen so far.
Well, of course, the Consumer Parliament na platform where they bring citizens and the telecom company them and the regulators them together for make the mobile operators here know the concern of the people and with regard to some of the challenges them now the mobile network space and opportunities them. As I mentioned, the National Communication Authority NATCA, they lead this process with we get representative from this office for can talk about the Consumer Parliament and the one we just end. For sake of that, I want to welcome again the program Alicius Bokari and Sumana from the National Communication Authority and in the Senior Manager and Corporate Affairs this office. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon again.
Good morning, listeners, and thank you for having me, Musa.
We'll just conclude the Consumer Parliament. Take me through the rationale for the Parliament today.
Thank you very much. The Consumer Parliament na a face-to-face platform where they bring together the consumers, the mobile network operators, when Africell, Orange, Siratel, QCell, alongside with the regulator when NATCA for make we discuss. The purpose now for promote transparency and accountability. They give the opportunity to the consumers for let them interface directly with the mobile network operators, the CEOs of the mobile network operators, that now Africell, QCell, Orange, and Siratel now, and all other stakeholders now the telecommunications industry. When I say stakeholders, I mean the committee in the Parliament for Communications, they all been did. When I say stakeholders, I mean the Director General of NATCA, Mr. Amara Briwa, and in Deputy, Mrs. Mama Sewa Kuruma, the Minister of Communications, Madam Salima Monumaba, they all been did, and all other key sector players, they been did. Thank you.
Okay. You don't talk about the purpose or the reason for this Consumer Parliament. The one way una old na kenema with this term. What's now be the focus of discussion?
Well, the focus, the main issues will be actually come up. The consumers been get for bring up certain complaints. Not forget say telecommunications not to no longer a privilege, now a lifeline. When I say lifeline, even in times of crisis, telecommunications now a matter of life and death. And we think for this year now being connectivity for accelerated growth. Some of the complaints that the consumers they may raise now poor network, they say internet disruption and data disappearance. We will been give the opportunities to the mobile network operators for letting themselves respond to some of them complaints them. And they may actually give them candid response to the current operational realities. How the global pressure, according to them, the cause of fuel will also increase in the world. They make the cell towers where then they operate with, then they run out on a very high cost. They also been get for raise issues of infrastructure challenges. We mean say for deploy equipment then now the remote communities it can be very costly. However, the Director General of NATCA, Mr. Amara Briwa, also been get for respond to the operators say in as much as we at NATCA will support the mobile network operators for sustainable business, but we mandate under the NATCA Act of 2022, now for we protect the consumers and make sure say they not suffer any excuse.
Okay. The issue of poor network, the issue of poor internet, talking of poor communication, these are not new things then. These are some issues then or concerns them where people out there don't raise day in, day out. What in NATCA don't they do for address some of the issues just for CC people start for the get quality internet service, communication and other things? What in NATCA don't they do? Because some of them things are not new.
Yeah, President Bio appoints a technocrat, Mr. Amara Brewer, for head NATCA. And since it only at the helm of affairs in that office, a lot of improvements don't take place in the institution. Some of the things that we don't do. When you look at we quality or service regulation 2022, the first thing we Mr. Brewer do now for let we review that regulation, we add more strength, more powers to the authority. We mean say if any issues of poor quality can come, NATCA don't get more power now for let it able fall on the regulators. And also they always engage the consumers for let them invest more. I mean the operators for let them invest more into the infrastructure so that the issue of poor network not go be any issue will go there. We are not there, but with time we'll get there.
But then changes the way say una don't make, why they need to reflect?
Well, it changes, you know, say it not get for be automatic.
Why not for be automatic?
It get for take time. Development.
How long it go take before they reflect?
It go take a gradual process.
So, but somebody will listen. I say it get for take time. Then they need for know how long it get for take before we get quality mobile network.
Not forget say how communication be done 5 years ago, not to so it now. Now I can drive from here to Kenema and they play YouTube. Waiting they do that. Now because of the proper internet connectivity. We don't
you sure say they will play YouTube from here to Kenema?
Yes, they play YouTube from here to Kenema. When are they drive?
They use whose network? What's it they use where they play that day? Because it's difficult for let you even the day inside Motka they play YouTube from here to Mile 91.
No, well,
talk about far Kenema.
I don't know for you, but I tell you for sure. Say when I can they drive from here to Kenema, I always they play YouTube throughout.
Whose network they use so?
I they use all the networks.
All now they use for play.
Yes, any one way I switch to, I get all the networks.
So let me look at the concerns them we come under. You say price and quality. Now some of the things them we come on now these meetings we at the consumer market. My colleague say ask you earlier, these things not new. Una need for call consumer market or consumer parliament before una know some of them things here because then they in the open.
Yeah, definitely. Consumer parliaments now a regulatory tool where operators they use all over the world. Regulators, I mean, they use all over the world. They give the opportunity for bring the consumers, the mobile network operators for sit down and discuss. And during that time, it can be recorded in the Hansard when at the official record. That they give you the chance now for review some of them issues them and take it back to the drawing board. If not for call the operators them and tell them some of them things there. Don't forget say they also give you the opportunity for fall on the operators whenever they not go down do the right thing.
So what you wanna take from this meeting? Where una they can when they make us point of action for improve the mobile network operation as alone?
Yeah, like I say, a lot of issues don't come up where the consumers then raise about poor network. Don't forget say even the operators then back don't raise their own concerns. Some of them concerns them, not a one-way approach. Now negotiable something. We get for call them to table for let we able bring them. I not get the specific issues we come up because I've not been the part of the team where they record some of the issues then. But be rest assured that at the end of the day, we'll get for call the parties on board for make we able put some of the issues into them.
You mentioned earlier, say, the consumer parliament a regulatory tool, meaning that now something where they part of the act where we establish NATCA. That the first time this one are the oldest consumer parliament.
This is now the 7th edition.
The 7th edition. Now we look back into the previous consumer parliament we not done the whole. Which impact will this done the create when it comes to communication business?
Like I say, all the issues where we don't come up from the previous consumer parliaments, NATCA always they work on them. If not for bring the operators them on board, tell them, not forget say there has been massive improvement in connectivity.
Improvement in connectivity in which way?
Oh, there is improvement because now when you look at even the government in Big 5 game changer like the Field Salon initiative, we get stable connectivity. When we say
yes, sir. Not come back. My colleague earlier mentioned, asked you say, the issue of connectivity in a challenge. He mentioned about the provinces, but let me take you back now. For it going to Guma, you know Guma Mile 13, right?
Yes.
When you go along the dam, it's very difficult for you even make a call. Talk less of accessing internet.
We don't deny say not to a challenge.
But you
the challenge is improvement on day. Not also it been there 5 years ago, 10 years ago. The challenges are there, but with time we'll get there gradually, and we are getting there.
So what in the MNOs tell una this consumer parliament about quality? Why we get quality challenge in mobile network operation?
Well, some of the issues where they raised, not forget say after every 5 or 4 years, they can get some changes in the equipment then. Some of the equipment and where the operators and they use, it can wear out. We can also sometimes contribute to some of them drop in qualities. But some of the people then, even the consumers then, not aware of this. At the consumer parliament, a lot of people been the marvel when their issues then come up, say, oh, now so then operators and they invest. You know, it was very nice.
So all these years, now the equipment in the change will get poor quality mobile network.
No, I don't say that.
They do off, they call it, they say they off, and you buy it in a YouTube, the thing they stop, you know, we will play. The equipment in the change.
No, I don't know for the internet where they use, but I know for sure say the operators have been doing their best, and then they continue for doing their best.
Personally, we all use the mobile internet. For you, your way they use, how you can describe the quality?
We not get there it, but eventually.
No, but your description, is it good, fairly good, or poor?
It is good.
Okay, the mobile internet is good.
Yeah. Then they try.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. They listen to the Senior Manager, Corporate and Industrial Affairs, National Communication Authority, NATCA, Alicious Bokari and Sumana, where they talk about the Consumer Parliament, which is done now. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We'll come back after this break. We'll go continue for look at more issues.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abu left fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloombank Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Isa to Bloombank Digital. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloombank Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
You bland taste ice cream and you not feel like an ice cream? No worry again, because Blue Moon ice cream don't come for you.
Blue Moon ice cream na salon that they make up, and you get different flavor them like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, almond, bubble gum, plain yogurt, chocobar, ice pop, and different other flavor them.
You're available in all supermarkets, and we shop there in Sanders Street, Wellington Street, Wilkinson Road, and Waterloo. Self, we work man at the worker with the push cart they sell. Now salon the factory day when they make this ice cream here. So get better taste with Blue Moon ice cream. It's refreshing and they give you more satisfaction.
For more information, you can call we on 077-633-633. Blue Moon ice cream, the taste of happiness.
The program that Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will bring to the edition of the program. My name Adeyemi Jackson,
and Musa Kamana my name.
Inside the program, we come over to the other studio guest with Dr. Tonya Musa, we are the Director of Communication and International Relations at the University of Salon. As today we look at one report where the ACC do for sake of the issues and where they happen at the University of Salon. Wait till the University of Salon make up of this report, make we get Dr. Tonya Musa. Earlier you don't talk about some of the issues and the investigations them we wanna do. When the ACC pull this report, you be all a press briefing. Say not agree to some of the things where the ACC put inside the young report or recommendation, and because of that, they ask the ACC for apologize to the University of Salon. Why would not they call on the ACC for apologize to the University of Salon?
So we can start with the things that we will not agree with. Then the end and the word apologize. Now we still they tell ACC thank you for way then help we for let we still diagnose the problems then we will get as a system. Now in the report we come from ACC, the report suggests emphasis say the governance crisis will be getting at University of Sierra Leone now be much as a result of external interference we come on from Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. We say no, because if we count on that, we not go able for strengthening we own internal weaknesses and improve as a system. The premise we come with this whole argument now where we own system fail for write an appointment letter for pro vice chancellor. If that appointment letter been there, nobody no go get for question the appointment of the pro vice chancellor. Second, we own system fail for document any decision where then be arrive at forget the pro vice chancellor, because now the office of the pro vice chancellor, the argument or the vacancy or the vacuum now income with this leadership crisis. So we as management inside the university say we for able for look at this problem as internal problem more than external interference, because we not be don't do we homework. Now waiting we don't do like where ACC they move with this particular side. We don't get now an appointed pro vice chancellor when a Professor Russell, and then been take documentation of the meetings we arrive at that appointment. So that side now we not get that argument moving forward. The second one, where they use the word exoneration, that ACC don't exonerate all the people then where they be the investigates. Okay, it can't to we are surprised because I be tell una earlier on saying a system we been get for investigate. So now we now come to ACC where in they look at fraud and corruption. We investigation now be irregularities where some of it go become fraud or corruption. But if ACC say they not see fraud, they not see corruption, the university still hold an argument say breaches then they up to 18. And then breaches then they ACC not get rights or it not get the power for exonerate people then for them. One, like what I tell you say somebody before write letter of appointment, he failed for write that letter, and that particular action they lead to governance crisis, not to corruption that one day. But then ACC no go get for exonerate if there is anybody where they find wanting by virtue of we own policies and other laws then where they govern the university apart from corruption and fraud. So that side again we disagree with ACC report for exonerate people they all where then list say they be don't investigate, and we they argue say we investigation not to be just corruption or fraud, but we be they look beyond that one day and we get list of breaches then will happen as a result of other laws then and the policies of the University of Sierra Leone.
Doc, you insist that the investigation not being focused on people but focused on system. But from 2021 to 2023, people then be there when at the frame of or when at the timeline of this investigation. Now people then be there in leadership during the intended day. If you they investigate that era day, they investigate and without mentioning, for example, Mr. A, B, or C. Now they been there, we then buy motor 200 armors, we then set up this, we now happen, we for make appointments. So names must be mentioned. If ACC come and say, then they may want to mention or the things they want to say that they report here, not also EB. That means say the people themselves they feel relieved, say the reports where they been pulled, where say during we turn on this happen, not to happen. You not think say they get right for saying they don't exonerate them?
When Adam make I tell you say we look at offices. If you go from Bay College, that period where you call so now 2 DVC be done there. You been get Professor Lawrence Kamara, we been there 2001, then he left 2002 to 2000. I don't wait, you don't ask, answer. Then you get Professor Adekam 2001 to 2002. I'm still 2021 yes. Or 2021.
Yes.
Professor Lawrence Kamara na been the FBC. 2022, Professor Keleb Bauru Mansarekam. You go IPAM, Professor Nuni Binde. Later on, within the same period of investigation, Professor Miriam Conte Morgan come. Then you talk about auditors. You also talk about procurement officers and the like. So now the office and the records from the office, now in the investigation being the targets, not to people specific. So get this part clear. We not care go any name say Musa, now he name this we present here. No. Now the offices and the performance. Because of, like I just don't tell you, people be the hold their offices there for period, then the period go beyond. So they can't look at the records, the documents then we been there. Now, coming to people specific, when they present their reports then they at 2 levels. The 3rd level now, the university puts together what we call discipline committee. Inside discipline committee now people there name go as per waiting and get for go answer per with laws. But the one way go to ACC at that time, not to be people they name university saying, now the system report where they provide na go day.
So in this investigation, we not interview any individual during them period and day.
They interview people that will be in their offices here where you don't they mention. For example, if you not be internal auditor, then go get for call you. If you not be DVC, then go get for call you. As per waiting be they happen regarding we processes systems there. They call you, interview you that time, they don't mean say necessarily they don't indict you. For example, if they don't call you say, you na HR, now this and they look out for. Now the period perhaps where you the secretariat as HR, we start them and they rotate them. So based on that, we not being put reports together say, this particular problem na Musa for answer. This particular issue na the office for answer. The people that now don't hold their offices then they at the time in question, they can respond to the questions then when they arise.
Okay, before we come to other studio guests, quick one. You mentioned about saying a system, and when you look at the ACC Act, it can make provision for make them look at system and procedures at certain institutions. Then you not think say the the recommendations them where the ACC make inside the report. Now, as a result of the systems will not be there at that time.
Fine, we not disagree with everything. Not to all things we disagree with. I say again, we commend ACC. Now, certain parts that we disagree with, why we just don't start. I'll mention one or two and not continue. Then Musaka with another question. ACC earlier on, I tell you, say the mandate cover system review. Now then, apart from University of Australia, we don't they talk about systems and processes. Then they even go get meeting, they engage, so that systems then will be improved for fight corruption. We not disagree with that. The things that we disagree with, for example, you know go get for talk say the University Act, it provides say the vice chancellor and principal and a vote controller for any money where university they spend. You know go get for spend any money in the name of university where the document or file not in a vice chancellor office, where in not in a finance director office, where in not in a registrar office. No matter what you do, whether na train you buy you can with the document for the day. So when ACC say where then document them, for example, for grant overhead management, in all the attorney at their offices, then the ACC say not to corruption, but to we na breach. That breach they is very serious, you know, in terms of your administrative policy. For say you also get for provider one day, because if question come at any time, not to you, not to me the answer. Now the vice chancellor, like I know more tell when I say look the letter they don't hire. We audit service ready for punish. You understand? They not go to anybody office now vice chancellor. So if let we say corruption not they at all for use the money, but record not they. Now the office is the way they show say you don't use this money, you get permit for use this money, now so you use this money. So we, if not to corruption self, now breach. So in such a case now, ACC not get right or mandate for exonerate for somebody where go down breach we own internal policies.
So when we come back, they engage you, Dr. Tonya Musa, on some of the findings them now you report earlier, and same way so the report where the ACC pull. And we get some of the items like remote car we make mention of. We get for look at them $126,000 within the ACC report here about that and other one them. In name now Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa, in Director of International Relations, University of Salon. They talk about the USL position on ACC report with them pull or do both the university this BNTM. Are they hear me?
The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. We come over to the other studio guests, to the Senior Management, Corporate and Industrial Affairs and NATSCA, Alicious Bokari and Sumana, as they don't talk about the Consumer Parliament, whether all this BNTM na Kenema. You don't give analysis on the Consumer Parliament, on all na Kenema, and the things that we want to discuss, and some of the things as well where the mobile company them we then talk with us in some of the challenges them. Let me look at the impact of this Consumer Parliament. Which are some of the impact? Which are the impact with this meeting therefore creates when it comes to communication business now the country in terms of quality, in terms of accessibility and other things.
Thank you very much again. Like I say, this is not a regulatory tool where regulators they use all over the world, and it only help regulators in many ways. Some of the impact where this will get for create now that it will give the opportunity to the consumers for make them able know waiting at some of the issues where them for report about, how them for report, who side them for report. Like for instance, some consumers not know say when a particular issue will don't come up, they don't know how for reporting, don't know who side for report. We get a reporting desk na NATCA. If you get any issue with the mobile network operator, we no be resolved how you want to make a resolve, you can go to NATCA and make you complain.
You mentioned earlier, say, improvement on day when it comes to communication business at the country. And this Consumer Parliament, I want to get in touch with both the consumer and the mobile operators, them, as well as the regulators. You mentioned the improvement on day. In terms of percentage rating, from your side, from your honest opinion, how you go rate in terms of communication business when it comes to quality, accessibility, and the likes?
Definitely, there has been massive improvement.
Massive improvement.
Yes, not forget say now you can sit down that you host, you send Orange money as a businesswoman. You can day now your room as a student, you able to browse internet and get access to particular material where a student in America or London they get access to, not to show a bidon day. Quite recently, we don't see President Bio commission with state-of-the-art building. We able house some of them infrastructure we will not been get that opportunity for do before. We now get a data center we serve the bluff with as regulators, so that we don't move from that passive regulatory style to active regulators. We can able to sit down now we on office, we able track system. If issues they na like Kenema, when a network issue, we can able flag them up. So that's an improvement.
Yesterday evening, network been very, very bad. What you wanna track or what you wanna find out about that? What you cause them? Wanna be able to track that?
Like I say, definitely, as long as we dey around, we can able to track issues. When a network, if any network issue there, we can able to track them. If na Makenio, if na Kono, we can able to track them because.
What are you about them? Oh, na track them.
Yeah, if we track them, we can call the necessary people. If not like for Orange, we can call them to meeting.
Quick one, you can go McKinney?
Yes, I can go McKinney.
Yeah, are we foresee the network system bad around the side of the
yesterday?
Are we see the network system bad around the northern parts? Going to McKinney?
It's not about me being area, but I just tell you, say we get a system, we get the technical people, we're able to track Randy.
Continue for the return of the program in name Bokari, in name Alicia's Bokari and Sumana, and in the senior manager, corporate and industrial affairs and NATSCA. Continue for the return of the program. We will go for this break, but not gonna say because when we will come play one story we get for do with 130-year-old woman. We then join Bondo Society by force. Continue for the return of the program. The program Good Morning Salon, the contents of the program will go for this break.
They come take this.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program with the look one part with headlines to read them. Usai 130-year-old woman na Moyeba community na the program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program with the look at another issue. We they look at another issue. Say we they go na NATCA for
the program Good Morning Salon. They continue. We go continue for look at issues. We go say as the ACC don't pull the report about the University of Salon, we show say some of the allegations them we make against some of the university workmen them not so true. For sake of this, make the National Coordinator for Civil Rights Coalition, Alfonso Mali, don't call on President Bio for put aside the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Dr. Ramatulai Wuri, because the minister is said they interfere with the system we make blabber at the university. Alfonso Mali explained more, so we report Usman Kamara inside this interview.
Investigation or the review where ACC do based on the committee where the university been set, we believe that committee has several conflicts of interest. There are several recommendations where the ACC give. Where one of the recommendations are they focus on when are the governance irregularities, how they interfere in the running of the university. Now, when Professor Fodisa appointed and go to the Health Service Commission, the courts now for ensure say vacuum no dey. Whereby the next in line it for be Professor Samai. But because Professor Samai, in the views where they get also to understand, the minister be don't they get issues with them. The ministry will appoint a caretaker, a vice chancellor and principal, whether one day contrary to the 2021 University Act. That's a blatant interference. The courts, that's the late Dr. Sanfa Kouma, the header. They reject someone, they totally they say this is wrong. Wetin the ministry do under the leadership of the minister? Then dissolve the court. How they go convince president that they want green? In my view, I believe certain people they about get mislead or misinform. Not also mislead. Then they misinform the president. ACC come and review. ACC say firstly, the university for don't acknowledge say audit salon. We don't look at some of the issues there, and then not put some other parts of the report. ACC also find out say they not making them people adequate time for response to them query and they waiting they accuse them of. ACC also find out say the issue. One of the big issue we get for do that procurement of that vehicle. And if we find out say, but this vehicle, so the money that we put aside for them, then procure below that money there. So in fact, that na financial prudency, not a financial misappropriation. ACC also find out say systems not in at the university, you know, or the lack procedural framework we go detail how they for manage grants. They also talk say the one they will be in Fabe College. Then they will produce documents for them grants that they receive, how they manage them. All that one in a system failure, now policy no dey.
Alright. We can look at the recommendation them we Civil Rights Coalition do issue out in relation to this issue. But if you talk to people in the university, like Tonya, it make it clear through a press statement say ACC need for apologize to them on this particular issue.
We all know how the service then they now. You when a subordinate some them might tell you boss to you go and conquer and support. If they put the minister there today, they appoint Professor Samai Sebi minister. Tonya Musa they deny all that thing and they talk saying now we say they tell them for go talk in the talk. If you not believe, let president appoint Professor Samai as the minister now. If Tonya Musa they change all what they talk so I let the listener in the defending job, because if you talk contrary they go and pull levy, then they pull them back. So you don't get no option. So I know the listener and I'm a good friend.
If you look at another hand or concern from other people, I'm going to tell you say the minister gets the power for do what he do. As Civil Rights Coalition, una don't hear some of them.
The ministry gets supervisory role and ACC acknowledge that. But it will be in line with the University Act of 2021. In as much as he gets supervisory role, you don't get authority for dissolve a court. So university they not get lights, they not get water, they get infrastructure challenge when compared to Ghana and all that. Now if for first already in office, but you that professor they first, people know they make university they go before that they carry first go to, and then they make university it don't become so much toxic.
But again, as you mentioned, say this woman won't be a professor, and these are some of the things that within our social media and other media there. You think saying a revenge it do now with all power?
Yes, now personal vendetta I carry it. And if you get the office today, you say they look to say we don't do, you can't for revenge. It contrary to the president's vision. President Bio, listen this.
Alright.
So what in this minister they do so it contrary to a vision, Mr. President.
So in this case, what do now the presidents do?
His Excellency the President now fine gentleman. His Excellency the President don't transform the education sector, especially the basic education. But there are some instances where we want to focus on. One, President Bio, we wanted the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, let's set her aside for allow administrative and governance review at the university. Not so the first time so when them the investigate arrest issue, you may set Alpha Timbo aside, you set Madam Emily Goga aside. What's unique about this particular minister? We not for do the same. Two, Civil Rights Coalition they call on government for establish an independent committee which comprises of academia, legal professional, civil society, governance experts for look at allegation of procedural abuse, intimidation, institutional interference at the University of Sierra Leone. This they kill the university. We also wanted the people who them be don't say they're guilty of financial improprieties. Where ACC report don't speak otherwise. The audit salon findings don't speak otherwise. Let them apologize to them. Let them restore them back. Let them reinstate them. Let them pay all them backlog salary. We also want for the university get safeguard on how for introduce a disciplinary committee for investigating public issues there. Lastly, we want Parliament, the oversight committee for higher and technical education. Let them close the monitor this process. We get for deal with reforms na the University of Sierra Leone. And let them make sure say nobody no interfere with them process today. If the review done, if the president wants, he can send the minister the back. But based on this way how the minister they comport himself so, we think say go interfere with the process and the work wey ACC do, at the end of the day, it go fall like when they turn Watana dogs in back. It not go be meaningful. They not go get the desired thing for achieve what they want for achieve.
That's now Alfonso Manley, na the national coordinator for Civil Rights Coalition. They talk to Usman Kamara inside that interview. They also say the president for set aside the minister for technical and higher education, Dr. Ramatulai Wuri, for sake the issues them with the happen at the University of Salon. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We go for this break. We can continue.
You dey look for sign for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, na the term be so for keep you money with any community bank or financial services association wey dem dey call FSA. We dey all side na Salon because dem na good party with good condition wey easy for the ordinary man.
Dem go guide you fine one, but how for manage your money for change your life and the people dem in your community. Remember say when you keep your money in a bank wey dey near you, you no just dey keep money for bye but you dey help your community for go before.
So wetin you dey wait? You be businessman o, farmer, petit trader, so you act person, teacher or anybody, keep your money na any community bank or FSA wey dey near you and see how your life go better.
Cecil, dear, you know any sharp usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me and it don't pass 8 years from where I begin use am. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in Sharp, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they are buyer. Not to copyright Palestino resell, na original. You see this with plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, this standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like na new one. Then don't pass 8 years na me an. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop, na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team ready for you.
The program now Good Morning Salon and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program we start for look at some of the messages them we on the send inside the program, and this very first one with Facebook page say they come up from Supercap say there is no consumer protection agency operating in Sierra Leone that advocates for the interest of consumer service delivery, of which the consumer are suffering at all levels of effective and efficient service delivery. So we expect NATCA to create a consumer complaints channel that will seek to address consumer concerns with regards to poor service delivery.
This one say good morning, sir. Mr. Ansumana is not speaking on behalf of the citizens, just speaking for himself, because all these internet fraud with the GSM companies they do citizens them. From Brother Moses Nalungi.
This one from Rose Macaulay said the investigation done at University of Salon covered the period 2021 to 2023. The Ministry of Technical and Higher Education appointed members of the court to step aside in 2024. How ACC reached 2024 when the period of investigation was 2021 to 2023. In addition, ACC is not an adjudicator. The ACC was clearly compromised. Make them come answer.
Can you tell us what planet in Kenema does the Consumer Parliament guy lives? Everyone in this country is facing extreme poor service from the GSM companies, and he is rating them as good. Well, if you put square pegs in round holes, you will not know any better experts. Very sad.
This one from Lansana Ali Bangura say Bokari and Sumana is economic with the truth in all what he is saying, just as supporting NATCA by way who is representing the consumers on NATCA. Since government took over governance, the network has been so poor in connectivity, mostly in the evening, sometimes from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. In fact, in Lunge, it's the worst, and even sometimes to listening a live radio broadcast like 98.1 program on Facebook or YouTube so bad, let alone traveling along the highway like he is saying.
From Super Caps for the now we Facebook page, they say NATCA as the regulatory authority key responsibilities is to supervise and monitor effective and efficient service of mobile companies, but consumers are not protected by NATCA because the service of most mobile companies are nothing to write home about, with poor network and poor internet services which consumers are not happy about, with no mechanism to channel complaints.
This one from return. This other one says small green cam self na alone, not the get network. How about YouTube? Take Kenema.
This one, the last one from me from Frederick Baggy, our Facebook page. It said the Musa, the consumer man, is correct. You can use YouTube in your car from Freetown to Kenema. The challenge with network is from Freetown to Makeni, and even worse if you are going to Kono.
Well, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program with the come studio to we guest them for make them start for respond to some of the messages. Then we'll start with Aloysius Bokari and Sumana from NATCA. Some of the messages that we come to you.
Thank you very much. Like I said, we acknowledge the fact say there are challenges, but however, we don't get massive improvement. There has been a cumulative investment of $400 million into the country's digital layout. Yeah, we fiber backbone don't cover 14 districts out of 16. This now it don't create that high speed internet now the provincial areas. There is no doubt about that. Yeah, and this don't reduce the cost of bandwidth price. It don't drop probably to roughly to 75%. Yeah, so the challenges and we acknowledge the fact, but there has been massive investment, and that investment don't produce waiting we see as improvements today. I'm glad for the fact say somebody acknowledge the fact say they play YouTube from here to Kenema. I am from Kenema. Always while they travel go there, I play music na Mika with YouTube throughout my journey. Even while they return, there is no doubt about that. Somebody talk about there is no consumer agency. There are consumer agencies where NATCA they work with, where actually they advocate on behalf of the consumers. And apart from that, we get a consumer affairs department when they deal with the issues of consumers. Then they come with reports them, we can able channel them na the right side where we will solve them issues then.
Okay, continue for stay with me inside the program Good Morning Salon. We come to the other studio guest, we na Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa, for respond to messages them we come for them, and also that interview will play before we go for the break from Alfonso Manley.
Okay, the message, the text we come more or less, the person just also emphasize the concern who they raise, but even the timeline and the reports, from ACC, the timeline of the investigation. The situation with Alfonso, I think, say, even when you want to make advocacy, when that kind of thing they do, you therefore be properly informed about the issues then. For example, the university governance structure, and then the rules of the players them, and then even the issue at hand, And then also, even try for talk say let the person not lose his job, let the person not do this. If also able for understand, the only thing is where if you want make proposal, they say if they can make president can make Professor Samaiti the minister. I be the wish if I say president before make Dr. Tonya Musa again a minister. So basically moving forward, I think say you self we want for involve in advocacy, you first requirement now for research around the subject.
But you they say these advocates or the Civil Rights Coalition national coordinator don't understand what they say. Now that's now your position.
Go back to the way he explained about the appointment of the pro vice chancellor. How therefore do am? you know, where it clearly shows say it needs more research around that. I mean, that I just tell you say where they advocate you for understand the subject. Then you able to understand say A now so the act say, B now being this day now the floor, then now discount with argument. So if I want to highlight small for them, the Acts Universities Act 2021 it provide for the office of the Vice Chancellor and Principal. Then it say if the Vice Chancellor and Principal no dey at the moment, somebody for step in, another person there now pro Vice Chancellor. So the same act provides say therefore appoint them. Appointment na something where you dey write. Musa Adeyemi una sidoya una appointment for le una dey and it dey in letter. So if an appointment dey by any way where the letter no dey to the effect where they read, not to appointment. This na university setting. Second, we own decisions in a university na minutes. Alfonso before go ask for the minutes of the meeting, who side they be don appoint pro vice chancellor before ministry. They can appoint acting vice chancellor. Let you see the minute. If you see and let it actually take PDF and share and worldwide. You understand? So when you not understand then procedure then they you not go able for make a case out of them. Now that's the thing. Yes.
Now he also make a point that you they do all this advocacy because you know one lost you work.
Not to that one they put aside me work what they do now academic work. Musa, I don't do at the University of Sierra Leone more than 20 years. Okay? The facts of waiting I know and waiting I they present and I believe in and that make I they talk. And then, and me also the teacher to call management communication in corporate communication. Corporate is a body. This body that are the management, all these issues then, now thoroughly investigated, trusted issues then, where the management stand by. And again, not to me view at again a position from the management. So let Alfonso also understand that one day. That whether na me or not to me, anybody where management give that position paper, well informed, it articulator. Not to for say that for let Tonya Musa no lost his job. But Musa me and you see and even Alfonso no job no the way they big na salon now and out of Sierra Leone by virtue of my competence. Let me get that and clear.
Doc, many people don't they describe you as that kind of outspoken somebody. We always don't they stand up for things them say right at the university. But on this matter, people they see you as if you they take sides.
No, I not get side. You understand? Even when I come and explain, I acknowledge the things that way ACC don't do. Where it is able for strengthening the system. I acknowledge to you say we not get any bad blood with ACC. We clearly show say I commend waiting they happen. However, the things that where me and you see with common sense, I mean you dey inside here. Yes, you not take money, but if you fail for can work on time where you suppose for can work, that punishment is different from where you take money. If you thief money or you take money, then go hold you for criminal business. But let we say now because ACC don't can investigate, for example, you know see say you take money, but you not be in the can work as the time where you supposed for can work. Then ACC say let them free you for that one day. I wonder if anybody go see that one day reasonable. Okay, you understand? Then secondly, I get documents now. ACC say the thing where university be investigate about audit reports, they be don't put on to rest. This document you will read them. Now 11th October 2024. Okay. Auditor General write to Accountant General for hold Professor Ealebi Isalagi for audit report where they not be done get from 2022 to 2023. That ended this gentleman not be even done in our office. So how you go get for say that particular matter they be don't put on to rest, then they write again for punish somebody where the documents or the reports not be done come.
So Doc, the ACC don't review the report, and according to ACC don't exonerate. We mean say there's a set of people here where they be included in or be mentioned at the report, say they get issued or get case, they don't exonerate and say they're free. Una still stand from the university point, say there's people here so still get case or answer.
Exactly.
Una still stand
not on fraud or corruption, but other breaches of the university own law and policy.
Okay. Anytime from now, we'll be expected for be joined by the Director of Education, now the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, we na Emmanuel J. Momo as we expect for join them online. Dr. Tonya Musa, we look at the Motka, but quick we go to the Director of Education, the Minister of Technical and Higher Education, we na Emmanuel J. Momo. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, 93.1.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Yes, you don't follow the program, you don't follow the discussions, and you get a position. What's another position and what you want to clarify? Hello? Hello?
Yes, how to get you?
Yes. Go ahead with the get you.
The use of the expression the Minister of Technical and Higher Education scatter the court. I want to make the public know say that word not to scatter the minister, scatter the court. And of course, we know say the waiting they happen. The responsibility of the minister for actually supervise all tertiary institutions in this country, as provided for in the University Act. When you take a look at the University Act, they say the minister shall be responsible for the supervision of all tertiary institutions in this country, and the ministry shall be construed accordingly. So, if the minister don't see something that happen, will not correct for the operations of the university, it is the responsibility of the minister for planning and correct and through the appropriate bodies we set up by the Act when at the university court. So the minister actually, what he will be doing by then, there was no court. Court not been there because, some people of the court were relieved of their responsibility, they are relieved of their duties because they are not living up to the objects and functions of the university as provided by the University Act. So the minister say, this time is big lapse actually on the part of 10 people that will get. Remember, it is the responsibility of the minister also for recommend to the visitor, when at the president, who would have to be the chancellor of the university. So it's at the responsibility of the minister for recommend to the president, where enough with the president for either say yes, I accept your recommendation or not accept your recommendation. But if president accept the recommendation of minister and also appoint that president, then it is the responsibility of the minister now to supervise that chancellor. So if the university not function well, the minister gets a responsibility. So the provision, read that provision also in line with section 62 of the Constitution.
Was it that the university not been the function well or university court not been there? Which one?
The university, the way to make the university as the ministry take that responsibility because the chancellor will not be the chairman of court, not be the lead up to the expectation of the university. So the minister began for relief of the duty.
But court been there, right?
No. Where they don't relieve court, the chairman of the court and other members of court, then court not there, but the court, let me not say.
So that mean the expression the minister scatter the university court still for stand.
No, listen, not to scatter. If we say scatter na something bad, that would expression they be bad. Now some people they relieve of their duty. The court is already there, it's always going to be there, it's there in perpetuity. If the minister actually wants for scatter the court, as soon as they let it be like and we will go back to parliament to the act. We will go back to the parliament to the act for let the parliament look at that. So some people are actually relieved of their responsibility. So the supervision of the minister, as I don't say, relying on the University Act, that can be read as well.
So for you, they're not being scattered that court at all.
No, listen. Some people are relieved of their responsibilities, right?
Now, would the
chancellor?
Yes.
So if the chancellor will not be the chairman of court, again, and the minister not only do that, they rely also on the advice of the TEC, when they can also advise the minister if the universities are not doing well.
You born of contention are that they say the minister scatter the university courts. For you, that expression harsh and it look bad. But if the university court been there, why then be set up an interim body?
No, listen. I say if the person will not the chairman of court, day. Then meaning that court, the university court still there, but the court not the needs because the chairman not there. So the chairman and other people they be relieve them of their responsibility. You see? So then, let me also understand the responsibility of the ministry. You know, we talk say the minister they interfere when the minister they play a role as a minister, supervisory role as a minister. Because if something goes wrong, it is the minister who sits in cabinet. It is the minister that they go hold responsible. So if things are happening bad in the university, you know, go say the minister no canting. The minister go canting, relying on the statutory appointment positions in the university for corrector.
Mr. Momo,
last Friday, I mean, they actually listen to Daybreak newspaper. Sorry, I mean, they read Daybreak newspaper. We talk say FDC on fire and the sack Minister of Technical Higher Education. Also, you can call for the sacking of the Minister of Technical Higher Education only because you don't see that the things are happening bad in the university. But when the minister can't correct the issue, you say the minister they interfere. So I mean, let's be fair with ourselves in this country. The minister is done did at the University of Sierra Leone. The problem with the University of Sierra Leone then, the acceptance of Minister Wuri as their minister, because some people will say, Minister Wuri be done there. I mean, Haja Wuri be done there and I'm going to supervise her. How can she be? This is the whole thing.
Okay.
It's not about actually personal vendetta.
Mr. Momo, we hope for the get as the production done, they always extend invitation to the ministry. We hope for get the minister or somebody from the ministry for do some of them clarifications program when the time appropriate.
The minister not actually been there at the jurisdiction, but she is back. I think the ministry get for meet and take a position. The minister is not advanced actually coming to that to the station and talk. Or minister no actually did. But when we come, anything will be talked, it has to be at the position of the ministry.
Thank you.
The views of the ministry. So maybe we will get our meeting today on it, and then we will come at the studio as well.
Thank you very much for joining me, Director of Education and Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Emmanuel J. Momo. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Adeyemi.
It's the program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and inside the program, we they go for this music break. When we come, the program they continue.
New style, optimistic, make people them wild with Kuskas, yeah? Kuskas. Anybody where we can see Kuskas. Mama Piki and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Salon Titi and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Kuskas. Anybody where we can see Kuskas. Mama Piki and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Salon Titi and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Kuskas. Anybody where we can see Kuskas. Mama Piki and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Salon Titi and Papa Lem, Kuskas. Any money where we can see Kuskas. Mama Piki and Papa left Kuskas. Salute to tea and Papa left Kuskas. But I don't get the time, make sure say you don't get me time. But if you get me time, the other don't get the time, no problem. Who can solve it? A God. According to Pode BN, which man they before in terms of money we don't get. Look, but we talent not take off whenever we bet. Hey Abbas, even though they study in a class, you they pass fast. And you get the cause make my mask spend the last. I don't tire for talk, no can make I don't me gas. Pass, play the bars, dance, the reverse, dance, let the mass and bounce cause the rap stance. If I know how big my cost, be bad hand. Now you first don't start for course. If I see how they return, Kuskas, go boss. And blabber go start, go jam with teeth and tat. Bingo with this and that. Smart the cats and fly up the bat. And that go make you good. Left because you rude. As they say for fed, you take what you wood. Every day Kuskas, today Kuskas. Anytime you wake, you go your Kuskas. And anytime you go your Kuskas. Anyone where we can see.
Yes, indeed, Dana Kuskas, we optimistic crew do inside the program Good Morning Salon. We continue for a look at more issues them inside the program.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program where they take one part with headline story. Also, 130-year-old woman, Namoyiba community in the eastern part of Freetown, don't call on government for give justice for sake of where he alleged say some Sowe Mami them Namoyiba put her bondo by force. This 30-year-old woman talk this to get the democracy, where if they talk about one incident where happened May 14 this year, now the Moyiba community in the eastern part of Freetown. You know, Kabia gets more and gonna report.
Plenty debates don dey comot from different side whether bondo for be or not and whose age somebody for go bondo. All the arguments here mean say bondo na by choice, but this not to the case of one 30-year-old woman na Moyiba community na the eastern part na Freetown when in camp and bondo.
I don't know if na the man go tell them say me no go society. I don't know because they don't prepare all thing. Now they say for us, okay, whoa, then we then get case with people there. They for go check we in the model law Impala. Now they don't go to we. Now they at map na do. Back I don't afraid. Now I say they were then go check me. Then go do me something. Now them back answers. I say okay, me I not go bondo. Now do people then flop. Now I say they not satisfied. Me then for go check with man. Now they don't go to it inside.
What are they only?
The so there. Yeah, they all me. Now I say look go inside. Now I don't go to it. Now I name Nandewa. I say in achieve so by the community. Now I put me back by the society.
As you get from the 30-year-old woman Aminata Bangura, we not to in her name, be alleged say him be get plaba with in company for man. We in say the man be left and go keep this woman and self say he and this woman plus the man in mama be known they make plaba for long and say during the plaba, the woman be go Samos and to the chief so na the Moiba community say bolka. Women say posse we no go bondo, no for kosam, and say he no be get money for pay the fine. We making allege say the woman be arranged with the chief sowe and other sowe them. Na the Moiba community for put am bondo by force. But how this be happen, he explain.
Well, I'm go now them pull thing them for me. Even I be well change all to them pull for me. Now they the other open the bag. Now I say if me no lay door, if me turn, the other if say bomb, they sit down for me. Me the piece for me say. They don't only ready, they don't hold me, they don't pull now the thing for put me. They sit down for me. Now they don't do what they do.
What they do?
They cut me yourself, me come. I didn't cut her. But go to the cut her, and I begin to Allah God. I say God can't fight for me. I say can't fight for me. They were offend me today. They can't put me per bondo. I say God can't fight for me. The man who me and me dey na Impala. And they didn't put me. They don't put me. Now they didn't left food. They then say the boy go to me back to the thief. So they all on tower. They say they agree. And they call money. Baku money for. Now then they pay. They free me. If you don't pay that money, then they no go put me pass away. My mama no get, my people they no get.
Somebody go dey wonder, waiting at the feeling. After we then go don't put 30-year-old woman bondo by force.
I no be they feel fine. For grabbing me, I not able. They no give me medicine. Now take to this time. They no give me pen. I don't say. They no want know. And so be they worry and count to Saturday. Who said they ship them they lay down. Now they go lock we. And now they were the chief so now host now they don't want know what we now. So now they will can they now say then they are all. Now they would now money for good thing for it bang and they do it. So all they would they pay angry. So then I net in cook small they are give away. They suffer they not be they left me. They no regular commode. And they try to no regular common at those self because law not run away.
According to this 30-year-old woman, he say he still they hide because the chief sowe na the Moiba community and in company sowe them ready now for go join and pass sowe na them village.
Now I hide so now them back off for run away they accommodate. They want go to upline now and I go fence side for hide because they say you can go to upline. Now I say okay auntie because don't go work that Monday we don't whip in Pala outside. Now I say auntie they can go take medicine in the hospital. I say because that medicine that for take I say I get cold. I say for take her any day and not for miss for take her. Now he say okay. I say because now they can go to upline so I for take me medicine. They for go put we pass away society.
Justice. Now one way this woman they call for, we making call on government and Soyat organization them for help
Yeah, maybe Soyat people they help me. I they suffer. Them people I don't see the advantage by me. I not get policy where they stand for me. Me people they not get. And now how they help me? This talk here, may they free me. Let them come up behind me. Let them help me. Man, I not get nobody they take care of me picking there. Picking there they suffer right now. Think for it they not get. That small one maybe right now not well. I know they right now me host. No one away pa there. Now I that they pa. No, I not get man come on at those self. Or let people they similar and not go hold me.
Radio Democracy try for call and message the chief sowe na the Moiba community where the 30-year-old woman alleged say him put am bondo by force. But in not being response, so we call and we message them. Radio Democracy go continue for bring updates for sake of this issue. For Radio Democracy, you know Kabia the reports.
The program now Good Morning Salon in the country from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program now, we go for walkabouts.
Another morning again. At Tuesday, at Tuesday, at Oya. At this country for let to go before and develop and come out and then first style we still the param. Pademba road. Me I don't know if now wickedness only the door waiting. That water where they come inside Pademba road. That smell water. It then a treat don't spread. We person pass they go tell us say na bombe even pass bombe sef. That smell they don't dey till thy kingdom come. 30 days uno no able find solution for am. Ate Pademba Road Correctional Center Management a uno dey sober. Una because una know the smell am. When you pass na that place dey, the kind scent where they bang you. I just go to wonder the people already around there, how them go they feel mine. City Council na them this for let una find correctional center management because it like say na dirty na in they don't take make dance all mine. Every year that place they flood the smell. Una no go find solution. Every year na the same thing. Every year na the same thing. Ebo, una no the same mind. Ate, don't come pankao. It like say, society lawyer and salon bar. Nothing go be. As you say, people them na system don't begin stand against themselves mind. Et like say preso too. Et like say now you tell this for left here. Why see that girl in post and I say I mean now all mean they part the same thing. Now it's a man they tell me where they to tie the lawyer say now that they go pay then use them and then vote. That means say na preso too they no want another place. I make them can say where you in a position. Now you will be the most humble person mine. But wait till the singer salon, it like you get position. You feather them though over big. I say this country it get for be film mine. I say yes that they back again you it like say what can tell you say love na something. Where you about it don't they in love so tell una the fever una the getting tricky style all. I see fat itself yesterday self go lecture. This na lecture time mine. Make a member dami uncle Sumon Ukapen. Sumon Ukapen, how you do you there? Our family. Now they want the example say you for the one side. Until now you play that watermelon politics. They are you there and that tomorrow you there so. How you there so na to you there so. How you do? I know that you don't old part so. Uncle Musa, how you do? Uncle Musa. That's it now on a day. University. Now on the play think tank to mine. When me man they tell me, he say you no get mind talk. He said the Musa one is a bit trade, he call things by their name. But now he look the ben small by the way he call things. Now I say this warrior, you know see all man get for survive. Some true then they not talk a mind, just left and so. Il cut road, that pussy where they dig na that place, it don't make all the red dots, it don't scatter na the treat mine. Fine road, where that boy, Freetown City collection make, na so na one well and dot like that. I say SLIO, now na they in charge, now go watch that place, there somebody they dig where don't make all the dots, it don't scatter na treat mine. I say, small rain will come back. The treat don't mix up and box up. But every day, always, and always at the tell you say, if you no let for to wait dot in a treat, you no fit in a government you need to do. Go check to me brother than a East Coast. Can't see where dotty pack mine. Me na the honorable Picky Wakabot.
Well, from picking walkabouts, we look at more messages them. We not don't send inside the program. This one from Rose Macaulay. He said the investigation done at USL covered the period 2021 to 2023. The Minister of Technical and Education asked appointed members of the courts to step aside in 2024. How ACC reached 2024 when the period of investigation was 2021 to 2023. In addition, the ACC is not an adjudicator. The ACC was clearly compromised. Make them come answer. From Rose McCauley on our Facebook page.
This one from Ibrahim Sisse say one thoughtful question remains: is the university now challenging the ACC verdict or seeking constructive dialogue on the findings? In other constituent universities across Sierra Leone, ACC have done several administrative issues and gave out recommendations which were respected without reversal. What then makes Rabi College different? Justice gains honor when consistency speaks louder than preferences.
Mark Charlie on our Facebook page say NATCA is not fit for purpose. They are doing nothing about the poor service of the so-called mobile companies. I am sure that posterity will judge their generation yet unborn.
This one from Mystic Nadwazak say, in as much as the University of Sierra Leone is the highest learning institution in Sierra Leone, they should seek to settle their differences through constructive dialogue as they play a vital role in the country's educational sector. Hurling heated words at one another is not the solution.
This one says, Mr. Bokari, be honest to yourself. People are paying more in telecom and receiving far more less. May Allah judge. From Kinsolo.
This one from Usman says, good morning, Radio Democracy. The University of Sierra Leone must be independent, so Madam Minister, allow the university to take its process.
More messages them Una don't send inside the program on the bundle story. This one says government is not serious to implement the law of FGM because of politics. All those responsible for joining this 30-year-old woman to such genital mutilation must be arrested. From Kinsolo.
This one from Rose Macaulay say, Mr. Mali, they do the bidding of Impe Master.
More messages them we don't send inside the program on 0779819181. This one say, good morning, Radio D. It is sad to hear this man insulting the integrity of Sierra Leoneans. Even FBC, as strategic as it is, has a network problem. No network at amphitheater. No network at engineering department, no network at botanical garden, and several other places.
This one from Rose Macaulay say, besides this matter day in a court of law, ACC powerful past the judiciary.
We continue for look at more issues. This one, Lansana Ali Bangura, say Bokara and Sumana is economic with truths in all what he's saying, just supporting NATCA. By the way, who is he representing, the consumer or NATCA? Since government took over governance, the network has been so poor in connectivity, mostly in the evening times from 7 p.m. to in fact, Lunge is worst, and even sometimes listening to a live 98.1 or Slick program on Facebook page so bad.
This one from Frederick said, try using your car and YouTube. When you get out of network, the YouTube will play for at least 2 minutes before going off. If the driver for at least 2 minutes, if you drive for at least 2 minutes, you will definitely meet network to the YouTube. You will not go off.
With that message here, we come to we studio guest them for make them respond to some of them. The last one before we join Ansumana, I say I was expecting Mr. Ansumana to highlight the pitfalls of the mobile operators instead of gaslighting and fanning spring praises on the mobile companies. From Moses Nalungi.
Well, the last one from me, they come out from Lansana Ali Bangura, say the woman with forceful initiation should report the Forum Against Harmful Practices at 68 by Bure Texaco Junction.
With a message here, we come to we studio guest them. We come to Ansumana from the National Communication Authority, NATCA.
Thank you very much again, Musa. Like I say, we are aware of the fact that there are challenges. However, NATCA as regulator don't try very hard for some of them challenges. Poor network sometimes can be caused by several factors where the consumer no can be aware of. Like when there is heavy downpour of rain, we can find out say there can be issues with the network. Even natural disasters, issues then can dey with network. As regulators, we don't dey at the back of the operators for make sure say they always improve on their services. Let them invest more, because when you invest more, you get more customer. When you get better services, you get more customers, then you make more money. Now this 2 days for us regulators. Yeah, we've done our best. Now that make we always educate with consumers, say, if you agree for any reason, either for drop calls, billing issues, you get for pick and move first with the operator. When the operator fail for address the issue, now we get a consumer department, NATCA, where you can come make complaint to, or you can call with toll-free line, where are they read there now, 088 00 50 50, 072 00 50 50, 034 00 50 50. At any time you can call the numbers them and you will get somebody who will able address your issue na NATCA. We've not gone there, but we dey try. Now we get, in terms of cross-border regional collaboration, we be done recently signed free roaming agreement with Guinea. We mean say if you travel Komoya go Guinea, you dey roam like home or you roam as a local. Wetin and they mean? Same kind billing where you dey get here, now in you will get under. We recently conduct a cost study for make sure say wetin you pay, now in you dey get. So in terms of fair pricing, NATCA is doing their best for make sure say the operators then not stifle the consumers, because then we dey protect.
The issue of the mobile, the Mbps or the data price, we been go up this BNT. We been get parliaments being summoned, the GSM companies and also NATCA. That issue been there on. How far with them now?
I not get specific details of that particular recent development. But however, waiting that they say here, we mandate as regulators now for protect customers.
Is it not be aware of the increment of the Mbps prices on the mobile network?
There was no increment. Now a particular,
there was a change and there was a restructuring where the public been get concerned about. What are the latest on that, and then Parliament be intervened?
Yes, there was not, that was not a change. You know, we call and change.
But the public been getting concerned.
Well, if the person where they do in business, members say no, make a just pull this particular package, not to change that.
But what's happened with the communication for inform the public, public awareness reasons?
Yeah, there is no changes where they do where they not inform public. There is no changes. When you check the Mazit app, you go see say there was notification long before that time, before the changes take effect.
But plenty of time sometimes people in the wake up to a new price and then can reverse them. And there are a lot of complaints that sometimes somebody in a pastor we call an imam, they don't want that na prayer in the call. They don't want that, and they always concerned that they join you into services where you don't want.
Yes,
these are concerns.
Yes, they are genuine concerns. Now, in make as regulators, we always they try for call the operators them to book when issues then come up. We're not correct. Now that make I've been telling earlier say we review Quality of Service Act 2020. Now we get recent act with 2025. We don't get more laws we able govern the operations and the mandates.
Okay, before we come to other studio guests, there is a concern about the price for call, voice call. What's in the floor price now where then they charge?
The floor price na 1.63 and the cap na 1.86.
How do they monitor that?
We get a system every morning. We do calls.
Okay.
We do calls and make sure say the operators are not deviate from that.
In
In name na Aloysius Bokari and Sumana and in a senior manager corporate and industrial affairs na NATCA. We come over to the other studio guest when Dr. Tonya Musa
Yes.
from the University of Salon.
Yes, Mystic test say why we not sit down and dialogue, you know, instead of would they use words them against each other. I want to assure the general public and everybody say nobody no use any hard or bad word from the management of the University of Sierra Leone against anyone on this matter, whether na social media or whether na mainstream media, as far as we concern. Secondly, we not get problem with ACC. The very letter we come to we na be administrative letter where the university don't reply. So to we room still open because now the best we want for the University of Sierra Leone and the best for the country. For example, where we serve don't even state say files they no day. Okay, this nothing again we still get room for let ACC can check whether them files then they will they refer to, but the grants overhead management files they no dey na the VC office, files no dey na registrar office, files no dey na finance director office. Wait till we na serious matter of concern. So that kind of thing then they if they not been picked up early, you know, with the reply and waiting they carry on, we still feel say we get for work together for strengthening the very system so that it not just be for the people the way we they talk now, but this na university all they wait for celebrating 200 years. So meaning if future lies not only na we own hand, but the generation yet where they're not born yet. So meaning at any time you did it for that time. So your contribution are for build and up, not for naturally personal, you know, personal gain or personal things them for make you get advantage over anybody. No, so, now an institution for the public.
So we still stand from a position say the ACC for apologize to the University of Salon.
Well, simple, not a big deal that one day.
Stand by that.
Yeah, I mean, they tell where they can go the people they teacher they na accounting 3. At the end where they don't raise concern, a member say with people's commissioner, they been say sorry to them. So this is how they talk for say sorry, not to anything confrontational. We just say if we don't put all this together, you understand where be the highlights. You know, we not to say the 9 points been there inside with paper. The 9 points we agree with ACC on 6. The other 3 now then we say no. You understand? And then if people they don't take her now out, then they portray people there will be involved in this investigation. They not only portray the negative, then they even use words then against them. We not find that tomorrow if we not address this, if we call Musa say Musa come be part of the investigation committee na university. Are they me? You say go say try the people that become na this we see them do to them. Now for sake of that we say this, but not to say whether ACC say sorry you know say sorry that no get for change waiting they don't write, but we try for put the record straight.
Now they say FCC for apologize. The FCC no apologize.
No, that I don't talk this no.
What's going to be in our position?
We not get any other thing for do beyond that. That not stop we for use we your instruments then, we your laws them for enforce them as against the breaches then. We not to necessarily corruption. We not to fraud.
Well, in name na Indolo Tonya Musa, and so they round up with you now. Would they round up the program? Your message to the listeners and the university students and other one them with regards this matter, that's or message of assurance that this not get anything for affects the education or any other thing.
I mean the university they run smoothly. Secondly, the governance system of the university is very functional. Thirdly, the university don't they put in place most of the suggestions that we ACC puts for let we improve the system. For example, let we able for do even the business center the way how it been there. Let we able for reshape and so that university go get direct oversight over them. Okay. Then we staff them let them understand because you be say today you they talk to me but the $126,000 motor car we them buy. But unfortunately the program they wrap up you not be able for go day. But however we don't concern with that whether corruption been there corruption not been there the priority for use that kind of money now management is concerned. the administration will go, they left a bill of 16 billion loans for pay people them benefits. Where some don't wait for, they don't get, they don't wait, they don't get, they all don't die. Other man they still hold quarter because they don't get that money yet.
Okay.
So we be they look at and say even corruption no day. Now then side the ACC for advice how you for prioritize the money where you they use so that everybody will benefit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa. The program they talk about one report where the Anti-Corruption Commission pull about the university this BNTM and in the Director of Communication and International Relations, and also now the program will get the Senior Manager Corporate and Industrial Affairs National Communication Authority NATCA, Alicius Bokari and Sumana. You wrap up statements to consumers then.
Me Fambo out there, una continue for trust the process. NATCA get on our back. NATCA they for protect the interests of the consumers.
Thank you very much for joining us in this edition of the program. Alicius Bokari and Sumana, Senior Manager Corporate and Industry Affairs, National Communication Authority, NATCA. And also plenty thank you to Dr. Indolo Tonya Musa, and thank you to Emmanuel Ijimomo. We've been joining you online inside the program Good Morning Saloon. Now this edition of the program go live for today. Plenty thank you to the producer Sabti Kalon with support from Yeno Kabia, Mary Kamara Bangura, making us live on Facebook, and plenty thank you to Clifford Walker, DJ Cliff for technical support. So today, Musa Kamara say bye bye.
And Adeyemi Jackson is a good night.